Are you a busy store owner like myself? Do you do pop-ups or maybe rent a little spot in a vintage boutique? Or do you sell at flea markets? Today I'm going to show you how I took 5 thrift store finds and turned them into Halloween decor for my store. Thanks for watching my channel and I hope you enjoy. If you like the paint and the supplies that you see on any of these projects, they are available at thelittlebackhouse.com. Okay, so let's get started on project number 1. Here are some canvases that I picked up at a thrift store. I give them all at the same time 2 coats of black paint to get them prepped for either stencils or transfers. Or here is another board that I picked up at a thrift store. And this is the silk screen I'm going to use on the first canvas. And I am just taking some of my chalk paste and putting that right into the silk screen with a little rubber applicator. These are really easy to use. They make for easy, quick signs for your store, your booth, or your any place that if you do any shows that you sell signs at, things like that. You can easily do a grip of the same one, so you can have plenty of inventory for your customers. So I really like using these. And I'm just being very careful because I'm going to do the bird a different color. I'm going to do that in gold. So I'm trying to get the trim. And this color is called Dune. Then I scrape off any excess because you don't want it to get too messy and have any bleed through, so you do want to scrape off any excess that you get on your silk screen. The chalk paste is kind of thick, so it's not real watery, so it's easy to just scrape it up. If you don't have one of these rubber applicators, you can use a credit card or one of the little Pampered Chef scrapers. Those work really well too. I've used those when I misplaced my applicator. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my gold paste and do my little crow so he will pop off on the sign. I'm not doing the bottom edge of the silk screen because the canvas is too short, so there's just no need to do it. It's not going to make it onto the canvas anyway, so in case you're wondering why I'm not doing the bottom. And I probably should have done this video first because I will link my video I did before this one and you'll see how it's displayed in my store. Look at how cute that is. Easy peasy. I can whip a few of those out and have instant inventory in one evening. Okay, that was fun, right? If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Let's get started on project number 2. Here's another canvas that I have prepared with 2 coats of Mandarina Wise Owl paint, and I am going to use this diamond patterned stencil from Jamie Ray Vintage, which again I carry in my store and on the website, thelittlebackhouse.com. I'm taking my new JRV stencil brush. I absolutely love these brushes. I can't say enough good things about them. They are very, very soft and nice, easy to work with. The bristles are really, really compacted, so it is easy to stencil with. So I take off most of the paint, and I like to do the swirl method, as you have seen me in other videos. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna swirl this black paint on, and that will be my next layer for this sign. You can tape it down if you feel like it might move. I just keep my hand on it and keep going. But whichever way you feel more comfortable is totally fine. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up. This could take a while. Okay, what do you think? It looks great, right? So next up, I'm going to add one of my silk screens, and I'll put the link to my silk screens below. They are through a company called Chalk Couture. So I have a designer link for that. It's chalkcouture.com/little back house. So we do make a small commission from that if you do order from that website. I don't carry these on my website, but you can order through me on that affiliate link that I'll put below. So I'm going to take the chalk paste and go over the silk screen like so. This chalk paint chalk paste is so easy to use. You can use paint or you can use paste, whichever you prefer. If it's not something you want to wipe off, you can let it cure. You could put a clear sealer, like a clear sealer shellac on top, or I think Rust-Oleum has a clear sealer that you could put on top, or a spray poly, something just to seal it in. just wiping off any excess, putting it back into my container like if it's gold paste. And again, I take off as much excess as I can. One thing, I don't want to waste it because it's such a small container and I use a lot of it, and I don't want it really thick on my board either. So I just take off as much as I can. And the best part is peeling it off. Look at how good that looks. I just love it. Such a fun night to transform these canvases. And then I'm going to add just a little bow embellishment into the corner. So I just took some of my ribbon, tied them all together, and I bought the garland of skeletons at the dollar store, and I just cut the skeletons off every time I need one and put that in the middle of my bow. Then I'm going to hot glue it on with I like the Gorilla Glue sticks. They work really well. I'm just going to turn his head forward. Hold it down for a few seconds and it's nice and glued. Cute is that? I'm ready for the showroom floor. Okay, so that was another fun one. If you would like more behind the scenes from the Little Back House, feel free to give us a follow on Instagram or Facebook. And we post a lot in our stories there on projects that we're also working on here at the store. So let's get started on project number 3. Okay, so this one was really simple, fun and clean. I was trying to decide if I should use the Beware or the Happy Halloween. So you can see I'm going to go with the Happy Halloween, and I'm going to take it off. I've prepared the wood board with 2 coats of black Wise Owl paint. And I'm just going to stick it down and take my gold paste. I'm telling you guys, these are the easiest, to me it's the easiest way to make signs with these silk screens or stencils. They've done all the hard work for you. And they're sticky, so they're reusable. You just have to wash them under your sink, keep them clean, put them back on that white sheet, and they're reusable for the next time. I can usually get 20, maybe 30 uses out of one if I keep it, washed after every time. You don't want to let your paint or your paste harden in there, because then it's not going to last. So I kind of measured the sides to make sure I'm somewhat centered. I'm not a perfectionist by any means, but I want it to look somewhat centered so it's professional. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my gold paste, I'm going to go along the top of it, push it in there. And this one did sell already in the store, so I won't have a picture of it after in the store because it went right away. I had a lovely lady buy it and put it in her office at work. A lot of these I do to prepare for our live sale, which we do the first Wednesday of every month. And you can find us on Instagram for our live sales at 6:30 p.m. on the live Instagram. just wiping off the excess and putting it back into my jar. And I'm going to peel it off. Let's see how pretty that looks. So cute. I'm going to make a couple of little bows for the top, and then I added a piece of twine to hang it. And she's ready for Halloween. Okay, so let's get started on project number 4. And once again, if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share it with a friend if you know somebody that likes DIY also. So how about these vintage Jello molds? Aren't they the cutest little things? They are totally miniature, really, really tiny, but I thought they would make the cutest little pumpkins. And they would be lovely as just a little addition to any decor. So I didn't really do anything but wipe them clean to prepare these. The YSL paint sticks pretty good to most any surfaces. So I just went in with my YSL paint and started painting these in, I believe I did them in saffron. Yes, saffron. So I am going to give these 2 coats. It's a little tough because they're round, but I get through it. And I am using my Klingon brush in the S30. It's very similar to the S50, except it's just a little narrower. I can say it. And easier to use on smaller projects like this one. So yeah, I'm going to go in and give these 2 coats of paint and get full of paint myself. But I do have a Lazy Susan here at home, so it does help with painting these little guys. Okay, so after I had those painted, I went in with my soft white wax from the Real Milk Paint Company. And I thought this would soften the orange color a little, as well as bring out the details in the molds. So I give it a nice coat of white wax, pretty much cover the whole thing. I didn't put any wax in the center because I'm going to hot glue the stem, and I wasn't sure how the glue would stick if I got it, greasy. So I didn't do the very, very center. And now I'm just going with an old towel, like a flour sack towel. And I wouldn't use terry cloth because you don't want that lint everywhere, but the flour sacks work fine. Or a t-shirt would work fine. And I'm just wiping off all the excess wax. And you can see how it gets in the grooves. And it just brings out the shape of those molds. I think it looks cute. Let me know in the comments below what you think.
It's hard to see.
Okay, so next I'm going to take some pieces of old twigs that I had in the yard and use those for the stem of my pumpkins. And once they're dry, I used a little bit of hot glue and a little bit of E6000 glue. And then I'll wrap the base around with some twine and put a little bow. And I will show you in the end how cute they look. So let me get these all waxed and ready. Okay, so that was a fun way to reimagine your old vintage molds. Let me know in the comments below if that is something that you would try. I thought it turned out really cute. Okay, so let's get on to project number 5. I picked up these little wooden pieces at the Target dollar spot, and I thought they would make really cute little haunted houses. So I grabbed a couple of bags of spiders and bugs over at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree, and I'm just hot gluing them on. There's no rhyme or reason, I'm just putting them wherever I think they will look good. I'm leaving enough room on the front because I do want to put some of my new Jamie Ray vintage stencils on the front. So I'm just putting a couple different bugs and spiders towards the top area so I can still do that. I'm just using the Gorilla Hot Glue. Then I'll go in and I'll paint them all the same color. Okay, once I have all my spiders and my snakes and my bugs glued on, I will take my Wise Owl paint in black and my Shorty S30 brush, and I will paint all the little houses black. And the wood as well as the bugs all take the paint very nicely. Okay, so I will paint the bottom of these also. I guess I forgot that one. Looks like the other one on the right I did. And this one I didn't, but I definitely will make sure it's painted before it goes on my showroom floor. So I'm taking one of my Jamie Ray vintage Halloween stencils, And I am going in with my Heavy Metals Gold Dust paint from Wise Owl. And I just kind of slipped the stencil. I'm just kind of showing you here too. It comes in a variety pack. So I think there's like six or seven in a pack, and they're all different, which is kind of fun. Oh, there I am telling you there's 7. 7 in the pack. So you have a lot of options with this stencil pack. And I'm just showing you it's all painted, ready to go. The paint adhered nice to the spiders and to the wood. I'm going to use the moon stencil. So I'll just slip that under the spider legs and dip my brush in that paint, blot most of it off. Looks like I'm trying to decide, but I guess that's the right one. The one that I go with. And I'll dip my brush, dab most of it off, and then I will swirl it on. These are nice if you have a booth or if you have a store like myself, or you just want to fill in a little space in your home. Little things like this are really, really nice. I think that'll make them stand out just a little bit. Maybe a little on my chimney. And you can get these little houses at the Target dollar spot. I think that was 3 houses for $3. And I just went ahead and got them because honestly right now with the price of wood, it's probably cheaper just to buy them there than to try to, unless you have scrap wood, you can easily cut this shape out. I'm just going to go along the outline of the house and just shade it a little bit just to give it some dimension. These would be really pretty too if you did it in white or orange or yellow, whatever color you want to do as your accent color for your decor. I think that makes it pop out just a little bit more. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you like the extra gold. There's that little one. You could really take the gold all the way around if you want. It kind of the key is just a dry brush. You don't need much paint. It doesn't take a lot of paint for this project at all. Once I get started with the gold, I just can't seem to stop. Anyway, I think that looks cute. Okay, the nice thing about the Jamie Ray Vintage stencils is they are very thick. So I can kind of maneuver them around things without fear that they're gonna break or crack, because they are a nice thick stencil. So I think I could fit it around the snakes that I've already glued on. And I don't know if I should go in this with gold again or white or yellow. I think I'm just going to stick with the gold theme in case somebody wants to just buy all of them. They'll kind of match. Or you can buy them individually. So I'm going to continue on with my Heavy Metals gold gilding paint from Wise Owl Paint. And I like to use the swirl method. You've seen me do this before. I just kind of find that I have less bleed through. I shifted that a little bit, so let me just put it back. I'm just going to kind of go around my snake the best I can. So these are fun to do. You can use your own creativity. And there we go, we get just a little outline of the witch. Isn't that cute? I'll do the same thing, I'll go in with it and just to highlight the snakes. And I just got these snakes and spiders and roaches and bats. I got them at the dollar store. And a pack will go a long way because I'm only using 3 on this one here. So they don't cost very much to make, and they're good addition whether you have, I have a little brick and mortar store and I always like to have seasonal decor, and I think my customers come in because they want to see things that are made and different, not the same thing that's, you know, aisle 5 at Hobby Lobby or Home Goods. They kind of want to see what we have going on here, or maybe they could buy the supplies and make it themselves at home, or it's just fun to have unique things in your store that you did and people like it. I think when they come shopping at the little back house, they are looking for what did she make now, or what's going on, and there's always something different going on in the store. I never have the same thing twice. I always tell people I don't have the same thing twice because everything is upcycled, everything is repurposed, and I don't know when I could find another one. So if you like it, buy it. So makes it fun, keeps me busy, and I love it. So what do you guys think? I'm loving these Jamie Ray stencils. They're the perfect size for little projects. It's a quick, easy decor piece for your store, or if you have a booth, or you do markets, things like that. It's really fun to do. And I think on this one, I'm gonna do the witch and the pumpkin. So this one has the roaches, and I will do the witch. I think I'll do the pumpkin in the gold, but I might do the witch in, kind of angle it so I can get most of the pumpkin on. I think I'll do the witch in, let me see if I have a green, or, oh yeah, I do. I have military bronze right here. So I will do the witch. Let me find my small Jamie brush. I also have the Lucky Emerald wax. That would be really pretty too. I might do this one. I think this would be, give it a little shimmer. So this is the metallic waxes from Prima, which I also carry in the store and on the website, and they have just a little shimmer to them. Ooh, I like this. This is really pretty. I wish I had an orange one, but I don't, so we're gonna go continue on the pumpkin with the gold. I think the gold's really pretty too. How cute is that? Nice and shimmery. I think we should add a little bit of that green and the gold too to the bugs. They kind of look like beetles. I don't know if this is a beetle or a roach. I'm not by any means a bug expert. I have no idea what this is, but I'm liking it. So we'll just put a little shimmer on that. I like it, I like it. So fun. These metallic waxes too, they stick to anything if you guys haven't tried them. They're not too expensive either. I think they're like $7.99 for a tube, and a little bit, as you can see, goes a really, really long way. So this is what I do. I craft at night in my craft room, and when I'm at the store, I paint my big pieces in the back, and always creating something, because merchandise moves quickly, which is a good thing. And you can layer it, make it as dark as you want. As you can see, I'm kind of going over it again just to get it a little bit brighter, and then I'll go around the edges, I think, with the gold, just to give definition on the house. And these dry, and then I will just put a clear wax over the top. But they dry and harden just like paint. It's not gonna rub off or anything like that. So you don't have to worry, it's not gonna come off. I like these for knobs, metallic waxes, trims on furniture pieces, things like that. So, okay, so that's really fun. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you like the metallic. I think they're really fun. And as you heard, my little 8-year-old's got a break, so time for mom to take a break. Okay, so here are a few pics. If you would like a full tour of the store, you can see my previous video, and I will put the link below in the description. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.